as the winner. In match number 2, Bill Butscha is going to face one of your buddies, Jen.
You bet. Bill Zachritz went to school with his sister Debbie. Of course, Bill lives in the Antoninus area, Western Hills, once again.
And he has agreed to let us mic him in case he has any commentary that he'd like to share with us. So we'll be listening in from time to time. Bill, what a character. He's been part of the colorful West Side tradition for many, many years. Comes from a bowling family again.
Exactly. Their whole family has bowled, and now he's teaching his kids to bowl. We showed you a couple weeks ago the article that was in the paper by Joe Minster about him and his daughter, I believe it was Sam, that made it to the finals. Or no, it was Susie. Him and Susie made it to the finals of the BPA Family Twosome Tournament.
Yes.
Statewide, and then if they win there, they can go on to the Nationals, and that is a fabulous deal.
It is a fabulous deal, and Bill almost shot a 300 in that series. Kudos again. You talk about some great bowling. I think we're in for it this game. These two players are no strangers to big scores, Bill Butscha and Bill Zachritz. Take a look at it here. Down lane, he gets down, he stays down. The ball goes down the lane, and what happens? The pins fall down. It's amazing how all those things kind of go together, huh?
I love that 6-pin tapping out that 10 right at the last minute. That is a powerful shot when you can make the pins react that way.
Looks good again. Yes, the late reaction of the 10 off the wall. That's the 6-pin doing the damage over there when it happens.
Bill Zachritz going for some extra torque here. Just watch this. Watch this release. Wow. Comes out of it solid at the line. And what kind of reaction do you get? Just like that. Just in case that 6 didn't take out the 10, there was an extra scalp behind it.
Right, and Bill, not to be outdone, throws his scout around, but it's not quite muscular enough to take out the 10.
I can make one prediction. The guy who wins this is going to be named Bill.
No. I could have went through a whole match without that, Jen. Oh, age 35, averaging 216, 729 for the qualifying score. His 3rd TV appearance, and he's labeled for 300 games to his credit.
That's enough. That's enough, ball.
This is Bill's 3rd appearance. However, he hasn't been on in quite some time. So when I talked to him this week out at Western Bowl, he was extremely excited.
It's a little fast.
We're going to listen in to Bill tell us about what he thinks about his own game and his own shot. So we're just going to shut down for a second, folks.
Bill Jr. yelling carry for his dad. However, it didn't help this time. Samantha 9, Susan 6, and Cassie is 20 months old. What a nice family. Patty, of course, is his wife, and I'd like to get a word with her soon if we could.
Yeah, we'll try to sneak you on down there and see if you can get some inside scoop as to how she feels about the match. Billy, 6'2". Routine. Bill weighs in at about 185 pounds soaking wet, I think, 6'2". Age 35. A classic build for bowlers is like 6'2" and under. Anybody can play this game. Large, small, tall, short, doesn't make any difference. Get out to your local BPA Fun Center and have a ball.
Bill Zachritz with the first 3 in a row, and of course standing by in the wings is Steve Haynes, ready to offer up a Chrysler Cirrus from Jeff Weiler Auto Mall. And if he does shots like this every time, he's going to be driving away, because this is awesome.
That's right. He keeps labeling shots like that, Jen, and he can drive away in a Cirrus, I believe they brought out for us today. Or Cyrus, however it's pronounced. I don't care how it's pronounced. It's a beautiful, beautiful automobile. Left-hand lane, can he make it
wide? Oh, and it made it back with extra power. I believe he has a little bit of area here today.
Absolutely, and the guy with the power is going to create the extra room. Let's see what happens. Let's listen in to see what Bill can do to regroup himself in this shot.
Much better. I thought.
Well, he was pleased with the delivery, but he didn't, as you watch the game...
Get my money's worth. 2 balls a frame.
As you watch the ball go down the lane, you're going to watch and observe things. Take a look at it here. He thought it was good there, but right there, it doesn't give him the reaction he was hoping for. In other words, the ball drifting in and to carry out the pins, but it just hung up on the oil a little bit. He's trailing by 35 with a guy that's just striking it. Oh! That is difficult. You open up against a guy that's zeroed in with 4 in a row, and he's got some room, Jen.
Well, just an analysis again from the first match. Bill Zachritz is throwing a urethane ball, a burgundy hammer, and he's around the pocket very consistently. And of course, with the good rotation and power that he has on the ball, he is carrying. First 4 in a row.
Back to back. Threw 2 balls the same.
Well, there you hear it. That's the idea of the game, to throw the ball the same. However, you need to adjust to the condition. And before the match even started, Billy was not that comfortable with the condition, Jen.
Yeah, he just doesn't seem to be lined up yet.
Covered that one.
Covered that one. He did convert it the second time.
Bill on the right-hand lane, lane 4. Let's see if he can put things together. Strike number 5, maybe? Cuts the ball short and goes through the head pin, but breaks down the split very nicely. Leaves a very makeable spare. We'll see what he can do to bring this one back. But he's got Bill on the ropes. Bill Butscha, that is on the ropes. Let's see, there it is, a good looking spare. Bill is going to be filling frames, and that's the name of the game, because Bill Butscha, who is seated at this time, needs to start striking. There you see the Miller BPA scoreboard. A deficit of 44 pins at this time for Bill Butscha. Bill Zachritz leads by 44 on the left-hand lane. Let's see what he can do to get things moving here. Excellently done. Left-hand lane, just comes right back with a strike. Takes care of the 300 situation, but he's back on the strike train, and he's going to keep the power applied, or the pressure applied, to Bill Butscha. Let's see if Bill can get things going right here. Okay, well, we're going to join Jen for a little interview with the wife of this undue duo right now. Jen?
We're here with Patty Butscha, the proud mama of Bill's 4 children. Patty, this match isn't going too well so far.
No.
But Bill has been bowling with an extreme amount of confidence. What can you attribute to that?
Well, he does bowl quite a lot. He bowls 5 days a week and then tries to qualify twice on Saturday, twice on Sunday for the King, and he keeps trying. And with an 824 the last time he bowled with our daughter, he's been tough.
Well, that's great. Good luck to you guys at that state family twosome tournament.
Oh, we tried. Thank you.
Thank you, Jen. And while you were over there doing the interview, Bill missed the single pin spare, and that's pretty much spelling the doom for him in this game, with Bill Zachritz just labeling the pocket 5 out of 6 frames. At this point, he's probably 50, 60 pins up. But as always, we want to pull for those people to
Go left, flag the head pin. There you are, left.
These are the things that when you're struggling, you go through a checklist of things to try. Bill is there, but one game happens so quick.
Bonus pins.
Well, she said he's been bowling with confidence and brought the attention to the 800 series, but it's just not to be today, Jen.
No, he really is having a lot of problems. I'd like to remind everybody, too, by the way, the Cincinnati match games are coming back, David. This is really exciting news. May 18th and 19th.
Great.
It's going on, and of course you can reach Kathy out at the office at 761 Bowl. The Cincinnati match games are back. So all of you good scratch bowlers, come check it out.
It was always one of the most look forward to tournaments of the year here in Cincinnati. All of us would just, you know, buy a new pair of shoes and load up on equipment so we could go out to see who was the best. It was like the shootout, see what's going on.
So how many times did you win?
I only won it one time, but I was
too.
in the top 10 several times, and it was fun because at that time we used that as a qualifier to see who would go to the U.S. Open.
And that's what it still is.
Oh, it's still is?
Yeah.
Hey, great.
Isn't that awesome?
Not that I can do anything about it anymore.
Again,
but
May 18th and 19th, call Kathy out at the office and get your entry in. And of course, the BPA U.S. Open is in Indianapolis this year. The men and the women are both in the same city at the same time, and they're going to have an arena finals for both.
Well, we've got to plan a road trip. We'll get that motorhome of yours.
There you go.
We'll load it up with plenty of
bowling balls for me.
Bowling balls for you, but plenty of Pepsi and Miller for me. And we'll go and check it out. Maybe go there a couple days, load the families in there, and take a road trip. Bill Zachritz has this game very, very well in hand at this point. Officially, I think it's 56 pins in the lead with only 3 frames to go. But we're always going to pull for Bill Butscha to come out and regroup and show us how good he really is.
Bill Butscha, what a fun-loving guy. You just have to like this guy. He is always in a good mood and happy and friendly.
Oh yeah, he is.
He's just fun.
You go over his house too. It's one of those kind of houses where you walk into, you feel at home. You feel at home. He tells you where everything's at. Help yourself. You know, here's the remote. You know.
Oh, cool.
And you just get down. But again, that's the west side. We've got a great group. This city is fantastic. It is a major league town. This is major league bowling as far as it goes. Folks, be proud of this show. We have the longest running individually produced television show in the country. This is it, Jen.
This is it.
The heart of Cincinnati. You've bred a tradition here, and we just hope to keep it up. Bill's looking for answers, and I don't know if he's looking for answers at the door. Let's listen in. At this point, I guess you just don't have a whole lot to say, Jen.
No, really. And still can't care even when he does reach to the pocket. It just isn't your day, but it is a day for Bill Zachritz.
I haven't the same yet. Well, yeah, I did. 3 9s.
Well, nobody's going to win this today, but what a beautiful puppy it is.
Well, now wait a minute. Now Glenn Meese can still win this.
I forgot. I meant this game.
He is the king.
Jeff
Glenn
Weiler.
Meese.
Well, yeah, but Jeff Weiler brings this thing out each and every week. The least we can do is have somebody shoot 300 so we can give it away, right?
This is a fabulous automobile. Again, Steve Haynes, thank you very much. And you can pick up one of them puppies at Invoice this week only if you tell them you saw it on the King of TV Bowling at Jeff Weiler's Auto Mall.
That's right. You might have not have the capability of shooting 300 and winning it for free, but the next best thing is go out there and tell Jeff that you saw it on the King of Bowling as well as you've been watching this. Let's take a look at this strike. He's pleased with it. We don't see the strike, but the reaction tells us that he is happy. There we go. Head pin to the left-hand side of your screen. Comes off. Whirlybirds into the 4 and then into the 7. It's working overtime, and Bill is going to give our king a run for his money. I think he's really lined up, Jim.
And I can't wait to see what kind of bowling ball the Glenn Meese comes out with in this final match, because I really think that the urethane is a better choice.
Bill Zachritz is going to go on and meet our king, Glenn Meese, in just a minute. We're going to watch him throw one more ball, and then we're going to go to break. Right here, watch him carry another light swisher, and he is our winner and earns the right to face the king. We'll be back with that match after these